Flood victims in Mullumbimby in northern New South Wales have given a scathing report on the performance of the government agencies who should have been helping them. A single young mother has told how she's been forced to save people's lives who were waiting in vain for rescue teams to arrive.
Lisa Parks is a mother of 3 young boys. She risked her own life to save locals as the floodwaters rolled into Mullumbimby. But she soon found herself having to do more than she ever anticipated as the emergency authorities were missing in action.
I hiked into Upper Main Arm and there was no road access in there at all at that time. I think I was an 8 or 9 hour trek with lots of stuff on my back and was told that pretty much everyone was okay up there, but up near the top it wasn't such the case. There was quite a lot of landslide activity and yeah, we ended up getting some people out of a landslide and there was a baby that had to be pulled out from there.
Making sure her own children were safe, she led multiple rescues, braving landslides into the Byron hinterlands. Lisa joined forces with a team of volunteers, rope technicians, safety rescue climbers, tree loppers and riggers after receiving calls from people isolated inland.
I had one lady particularly that had asked quite a lot of services to get her children out from Upper Johnson's Road. She had 2 kids and the father was up there and she was down here and she was really stressed about it, and every day she was coming in here in tears and her kids weren't out, and I just made it my mission on Thursday that I was going to see her children and I was going to get her children out no matter what.
She was there when authorities weren't.
We've put ourselves on the line. I mean, I have a full-time job and I'm a single parent and I also have to earn a living. I lost my car in the flood. I lost all my business in the flood. So I also lost a lot of things in the flood. But there's no way I could go to work this week with how much need and how much chaos was going on around me. Not having support straight away, like 5 days later, a little bit too late now. Like, we've done all the work.
This young mother's exasperation about the belated arrival of official help in Mullumbimby is shared by many furious locals. Left to fend for themselves, they even had to set up their own emergency response. Locals turned this civic centre into a makeshift community meeting point, stocking items and organising deliveries across the centre. Whiteboards at the front are directing people towards where to go or numbers to call for help. It took a week for the newly formed Resilience New South Wales to turn up and take over, despite an annual budget of $790 million. By then, hundreds of locals had been struggling for days with the loss of their livelihoods and their homes. Mullumbimby resident Dave Arthur has given the state response this rating.
I'd have to say poor, a rating of about maybe 2.5. I think they were trying. I just don't think that was well coordinated, and I think there needs to be a much better understanding for future, because this will happen again.
Mullumbimby, like many towns in the Northern Rivers, is prone to flooding in the catchment areas. The local mayor agreed the response was a long time coming.
There's been a huge amount of effort by our community to fill the need when there was no one else to fill that need at the start of this crisis.
The Army has now moved in to clear up tons of flood-damaged items from homes. Locals just want to get on with their lives.
Coming Tuesday, I feel better. My old man looks good.
Danica Di Giorgio, Sky News, Mullumbimby.